Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Oh man, it's been a crazy week. I don't know about you guys, but I've been so busy. I've been so busy. Every day I've just been so busy. Like yesterday was probably the only day for me in which I was able to record. Like I recorded like 6 videos yesterday, so like I'm good for the next week. Thank God, because this whole weekend I'm just out. I am completely out. And anyways, what's been happening over the past week is because of this. All right, everyone's going into Pearl here, and I just wanted to go through a bunch of stuff. Okay, everything surrounding Pearl mining at this point, because it's affecting everything. It's not just it's not just, you know, mining this coin, but like it's also in terms of all the different AI platforms that are out there. Like Pearl has their own compute platform in which they are actually utilizing other platforms. So they're like they're leasing, they're renting the hash rate, they're renting the rigs from other platforms in order to lease out for the people that are going to rent on their platform. Does that make sense? It's like renting of the there's a term for it, I already forgot. It's like, anyway, they're like becoming like a broker for all the different platforms, but for Pearl mining, exactly, I guess, to earn Pearl. It's very interesting, and I guess everyone knows that we've seen with Vast. Okay, all right, Vast is completely rented out right now, and oh, what is this? Oh no, I have an offline 4090. Oh, that's not. Oh, I gotta turn that on. But my 4090s on Vast I've been earning quite well. Obviously, could probably earn a lot better on mining Pearl directly. But I wasn't willing to take them out and, you know, subleasing. Daniel Hall, yeah, exactly. Hawk, about last night. Yeah, that was wild, man. That was crazy. Yeah, he kept us late up last night. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. More analytical. Good day, good sir. You need some help setting up all those machines? Yes. Yeah, it took me like a couple hours to set up one machine yesterday. I have 8 more to go. IotaPie, hello, good sir. Good morning. Ontario Miner, good morning. Good morning. Everyone smash that like. We got 131 people here. 25 likes. We're just going to be talking about the whole Pearl mining thing currently. Well, looks like it's taken a dump in terms of its price. It's down 45% over the past 24 hours on Safe Trade. And looks like it's continuing to go down. I mean, everyone is selling. I mean, like, let's be real here, okay? All right, everyone who is mining it currently is obviously doing it for the money. Let's be real here. Who here is holding Pearl? I mean, who honestly is holding here? Because when you have a RTX 3070 making $3 to $4 a day, yesterday it was like $5 a day. You know. No, who's gonna hold that? Nobody's gonna hold that. Yeah, it says $6 a day past 24 hours. No, $6.56 a day past 24 hours. So you can see that, you know, yesterday was probably the highest earnings of for Pearl mining. So economic wise, the emissions for Pearl as of recording used to be over $3 million a day. All right. Every 24 hours, there was about almost yesterday was up. I think peak when Pearl was 1.58. I think we were at like $3.5 million emissions every 24 hours. And that means is the emissions is the all the Pearl that's been mined to the miners, right? $3.5 million worth of Pearl every day. So that was just yesterday. It didn't sustain. It obviously did not sustain at that price. But now here we are. We went from $1.57 to 86, 85 cents. I don't know if we're gonna keep going lower here or if it's gonna sustain or, you know, bounce from here. Nobody knows. But, you know, it's yeah, $2 million right now is no small. Wait, is this 2 million emission? 1.9. Is this in million? Yeah, this is in million. 1.9 million, 676,000. 1,967,608 a day emission at this point in time. So, you know, $2 million if you compare it to other proof of work emissions out there, right now, let's see here, Litecoin, 189k, that's nothing. Bitcoin is $33.68 million emissions per day. Aleo is 100k, Caspa is 72k, Zano 14k, 9k. So like, with Pearl being $2 million, okay, emissions per day, That's obviously pretty huge. Where's Dogecoin? Dogecoin is also pretty huge right now. Dogecoin emission per day for all the miners is let's see, Dogecoin emission per day is that's funny. That's actually funny. So Pearl mining, all right, GPU mining Pearl has more emissions than Dogecoin, which is $1.4 million. 1,454,400 emissions per day for Dogecoin. So Pearl mining is $500,000 more emissions currently, where it's at about 85 cents right now. So that's pretty wild to see that this proof of work coin, okay, Pearl, which again, they have their own compute platform, which again, they've been renting out hash rate from Vast. They've been renting from Salad. Okay, you all know Salad. Salad's the other platform. The simple Windows. Everyone hates Windows. They had Pearl as a client, basically, and they're that's why they have demand. They have demand for all of their GPUs. So it's funny that over the past day, literally over the past day, we've had a 45% change here, and there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype with Pearl in the beginning. I know. There were a lot of people buying it. Okay, there were a lot of people buying it. Hobbyist Miner says, no, what's up, man? No way this project doesn't have a market maker propping up this project. 100% miner liquidation. Who in the right mind is holding the coin intentionally taking the profit? And I was going to get into this, is that I think the market maker, it would be a lot higher. If it was a market maker, it would be a lot higher multiplier. This is really only like a 3x, a 2x multiplier from the bottom, a 40, 80, 120, 4x. It's like a 4x. So I don't think a market maker, I don't think a market making event happened on Pearl. There was a lot of hype. There were a lot of people buying it, like actually buying Pearl over the past month. Over the past like week. But I think, yeah, this is now, if it was a market maker propping it up, the price probably wouldn't have dropped 45%. So this is actual, we could definitely see that this would probably not be, because people are selling now. So, I mean, this is a lot of selling. I mean, who's not selling? Let's be real here. Everyone is selling. Everyone was mining it. Everyone's mining it. Everyone's selling. I mean, everyone who's renting hash rate, from Vast.ai, Salad. I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is the past 24 hours. We've had we have a pretty massive drop here already for Pearl. But it's still good. So even like a 5090 currently, right? It's funny, you can see how a massive change here in Pearl earnings. So a 5090 yesterday was earning, I think, over $40 a day yesterday. Now it's earning like $22, $21. So that makes sense because Pearl has dropped 45%. So obviously the earnings and currently where the hash rate is, which is 26 exahash, Pearl is it's still good. It's still profitable. So that goes to show that there hasn't been a crazy amount of hardware that is turned on for Pearl, because there's obviously been a lot of rentals happening on Vast, right? Vast, Simple Pod, even Simple Pod. All of my Simple Pod rigs are complete. Dude, I had my 3060s rented at 12 cents an hour. My 3060s were rented at like $4 a day, each 3060, which is insane. I dropped the price because there was kind of a warning, but I dropped it. So All my 3090s are rented. All of my 3060s are rented, and they're mining Pearl. They're all well, except for my 3090s. There's a legit guy that's actually using my 3090s for AI, like legit. He's not actually doing anything. He's not doing compute. He's not doing mining. He's actually doing some AI thing. I don't know what stable diffusion or something. But my 3060s, I just brought the price down. So yesterday I had the whole day I had my 3060s rented at 12 cents, and then last night I changed it down to 8, and then I don't think the guys dropped off yet, but I mean 8 cents per hour per 3060 is insane. So pretty crazy. And then yeah, so it's a crazy time. Yeah, over the past literal week, yeah. The hash rate for Pearl has been climbing just crazy, right? But hasn't been that crazy. So that kind of tells me, I mean, crypto miners across the board. I mean, if you look at other projects, you know, Raven Coin is kind of going down, right? People are dropping off and going to Pearl probably. So there isn't, I'd say this time around there's already been a massive exodus. All right, there's already been a massive exodus in GPU miners. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen a lot of people liquidate their octo miners. We've seen a lot of people liquidate their GPUs over the past couple years. It's, you know, that's where it is right now. And the people that have the hardware currently are the ones that are benefiting from it. So, you know, thank God, right? I didn't sell all my GPUs. I still have a lot of them, and I got like a million videos. By the time those videos come out next week, Pearl's probably going to be like a 0. But well, hopefully not. But yeah, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, Techman, Prawn, yeah, probably. Bleach, I have no more power. I need to put more panels up. Who will buy Pearl that makes the price up? Well, yeah, I remember in the beginning there was a huge amount of people buying it because of what they were claiming, right? Pearl was claiming this matrix multiplication thing that GPUs that are mining are actually doing proof of useful work or something like that. I highly doubt it, but apparently if you have H100s or the A100s or whatever, those GPUs can actually do what they are claiming. I personally have not seen that. So I cannot say. And but I mean, this says it all. They have their own Pearl has their own Pearl compute platform, and they are already they even say it, like they didn't say where they're renting it from, but they're basically where is it here? Purchase cloud-based GPU using fiat currency. Yeah, like where is it? Because we operate at cloud scale, we offer more competitive GPU pricing, deploy the latest optimizations faster, and leverage strategic AI partnerships, which helps to partially subsidize the mining of Pearl. This allows us to consistently achieve better performance and returns than most individual miners. So this part right here, leverage strategic AI partnerships, aka they're buying demand off Salad and Vast and everything. So if you go to hashrate.no and you go 4090, right? You go 4090s on Vast. Okay, right now, okay, looks like it's dropped a bit, but available unverified, there's 85% occupancy. So 262 are rented, 44 are available. Verified Vast rigs are 94% occupancy. 3,431 4090s are rented. Available, 218 are available. So pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy. All right, you guys are asking something. Thank God I kept my 3070s for a while. Didn't sell my GPUs, but kind of wish I did and just invest the money into the market. Yeah, stock market's been doing well. Can you mine Pearl with Awesome Miner in Windows? Jay Bohannon, dude, I haven't heard of Awesome Miner for a very long time. I don't know. If you alphapool.tech, this is where, if you want to learn to get started, it's extremely, it's very easy. It's just go here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it seems like Pearl's price is on a downtrend now. I don't know if it's going to bounce from here. Nobody knows, but this is what we've seen many times in the past. And you know, I'm not going to say, you know, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to, man, how do I explain this? I'm not trying to be like, I don't want to be like pessimistic or cynical, whatever the term is. Like, this is what mining is now. This is what GPU mining is, or this is what any kind of literally anything in the world right now. You try to get into something quick, and next week it's gone. It's done, because there's just too many people. There's just so much hardware out there now, and you know, also the ability of people to rent out hardware now. Okay, which, you know, Vast, Salad, etc. You know, putting those things together, and everyone that's just piling on to mine this coin and selling it every day, it's just not, it's not a sustainable thing. You know, it's kind of like crypto. It's like with Bitcoin mining right now, or script mining, or any kind of mining in general. We've hit this equilibrium with Bitcoin because the hash rate has climbed so high. You know, like it's climbed 11 or 12 times since 2021, but Bitcoin's price hasn't done that since 2021. So we have seen pretty much anyone with an S21 XP or anything higher pretty much break even at like 9 cents, which, you know, you look at the efficiencies of current hardware, you're just barely making it. Like, you could make more like driving for Uber for an hour than having like 10 ASICs. You know what I mean? Like, opportunity cost right now to getting into crypto mining is kind of I know we used to be like, okay, you know, buy ASICs when it's cheaper, you know, hope that it goes up in price, but I feel like it's every single bull run bear market, it just gets worse. So it's like, I've been wanting to do a video about this, and year over year, bear market over bear market, it you know, depending on the type of hardware out there, nobody currently is going to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on an ASIC miner to make $1 a day. I mean, it's really rough at this point. And if you're going to take the risk in believing that it's going to go up in the short term or long term, I mean, you got to make sure you got the cash flow. You got to make sure you have capital to continue on mining. Like, right now, man, I look at this big picture. I've been mining since 2017, and every single time, it's been really discouraging to see, you know, when a project comes on and we're all like, oh, happy go lucky, you know, this coin's making $50 a day. We're just gonna sell. Like, we're gonna sell, right? That's, you know, this is it. This is what it's always been, and it is not a sustainable thing. So I think everyone here, I want to advise everyone here that make sure you all have diversified in your income streams. Make sure you all have multiple sources of income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket like crypto mining. Okay? Like, I want to make sure I have that out there. I know you're all grown men. Everyone here is all responsible with their own wallet. But here's my advice. Here's my advice to all of you. Okay? If you're trying to do this to make a lot of money, you're not going to. Okay? That's the unfortunate reality currently. Unless you have extremely cheap electric or solar power. An F ton of solar power or free power, which I don't think many people here have free power at scale. You're not going to make a lot of money. Okay? Just everybody I want to make sure here for everybody that, you know, I just want to make sure everyone here is cash flow positive before you try to get into something, because the more I've seen more often than not, many people, I just talked to a dude who bought like 10 INI boxes. He bought 10. He bought 10 INI boxes, and the price of the coin literally tanked the next day. He literally said he spent like 20 grand and then the price tanked. So, you know, like they make 50, the INI boxes make like $50 a day right now. I think let's see here. Let's go miningnow.com. INI. And the INI boxes make 67 cents at my 7 cents electric. So I don't know. He's at 10. I think he's at 10 cents or something. Yeah, it makes 31 cents a day now. So rest in peace. Rest in peace for the INI box. INI boxes. You know, I don't have. We all don't have crystal balls. I hope the market goes up from here. Right, I'm positive. Obviously, we're all positive that crypto and Bitcoin's gonna go up eventually. But I want to everyone here, like, don't over leverage, and you know, oh man, like I look at everything big picture now, and everything that's come out, like especially this Pearl thing, I'm just like, here we go again. And every time a new ASIC comes out, I'm like, here we go again. You know, like that Ice River one. Ice River came out with a new ASIC, right? It's just like, here we go again. Dude, it's sold out. Dude, people bought it. Like, they had apparently 600 of these for resale on their website, and apparently it's sold out already. So, there you go. Man. Never ends, man. It never ends. It never ends. The more and more, I just feel like the more and more I've been into crypto mining, it's been quite discouraging. And for all these new little projects that are coming out, and then all of a sudden the coin just crashes. I mean, we've seen that happen so many times now. And yeah, I hope Pearl can do something. I hope Pearl is positive. Maybe it's going to be great, but it has not been sustainable, especially when you see a coin, when you see profitability like go up from $50 a day down to, you know, $22 a day now within a single day because of the price. That's not sustainable, right? It's not sustainable across the board currently, where we are in the markets right now. So, you know, I don't know. Well, what's your guys' take on it? Am I looking at this like, am I looking at this wrong? You know, I think it's just very, you know, to be honest, I've had thoughts of like, why am I doing this YouTube channel? You know, I've had thoughts, because it's like, if I talk about something, everybody piles on, it's over, like it's done, you know. It happens. I think it happens way too often now, and so I think, you know, it's like we're in this capitalist society. We're all doing this to make, everyone's here to make money. Okay, literally everyone is here to make money, and it's I kind of look at everything now. It's like with crypto mining, it's kind of like I'm not gonna say crypto is like a Ponzi scheme, but you could say literally anything's like a Ponzi scheme. I mean, stocks, pension funds, it's all a Ponzi, because as more and more people pile on cash, right? And you know, as cash grows larger with all these stocks and everything else, gold, whatever, the price goes up. Similar with crypto, or even crypto mining. People buy rigs, and you know, everyone's racing to the bottom for the profitability. We're all doing this to make the most amount of money, and it's like, okay, All right, it's the same thing over and over again. And when the price of the coin crashes, it's like literal race to the bottom. Literal race to the bottom. Hawk, he finally admits it. It's gonna snow in Florida. Hawk, so you'll gatekeep what you mine. Ryan Dotery. I mean, there's nothing to gatekeep. There's literally nothing to gatekeep anymore. All the information is out there. You just need to know where to look for it. It's not. Pearl mining was out for the past like month. Okay, it was actually mineable over the past month, but nobody really got into it until this past week. So, you know, it's man, we're at this point right now where, yeah, you know, there's still a lot of hardware out there, and we're all piling in, and it's a literal race to the bottom because people are doing this to mine and sell and make money. It's just a race to the bottom at this point. So, you know, Andrew Venn says, when you're looking at it from more of a community health standpoint, along with an educated view of yourself and others, but you basically said a rug pull can happen at any moment. I mean, I feel like it happens I feel like that happens more often than not. Let's see. I think it snowed in Florida also. I mean, of course it's going to go down. These kinds of profits aren't sustainable. If I'm making $300 a day, I'm pulling it out in USD, and I think most people would. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 77 Frank Gore. 100%. 100%. And that is the problem with crypto mining. Unfortunately, we are the problem, right, Hawk? We are the problem. This is not a sustainable thing because currently, again, the emissions for the coin, which Pearl, it's actually pretty $2 million. Or now, not two. It's $1.7 million a day now. Okay, 1.7 million Pearl. 202,000 Pearl. Or 2 million Pearl a day, which is $1.7 million, which, again, and you can see how unsustainable it was, is that Pearl's emissions yesterday, when I looked at it, was 3.5 million. Because Pearl's price was 1.58. It hit 1.69, 1.7, $1.70. Now it's 88 cents. So you can see, you know, the massive price difference of Pearl went down from 3.5 million down to $1.7 million a day. So we are the problem, okay? We're all selling. All right, let's be real here. We are all the sellers. Oh man, Max, welcome. Is it really simple? It is really simple. Ride the wave until you can't. Sold 105 Pearl for 85 cents. Still very profitable. And yes, Max, and I mentioned that earlier, it's actually still profitable. So that tells me there hasn't been that much hardware turning on to Pearl as of this moment, because not many people already exited GPU mining. Tons of people have already stopped GPU mining. So that's what it is. That's what it is at this point in time. Right now, it's still okay. Yep, it's still good. Am I trying to gatekeep and telling people to not get into GPU mining? Maybe there's a reason, right? See, I'm the content creator. I'm the influential person. I have the ability to gatekeep. I have the ability to be cynical about things in order for people to not get into it. And I just don't want people to lose their money. I don't want people to lose their hard-earned money. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe I'm saying don't go out and buy a 5090. I wouldn't recommend buying a 5090 right now. They're like $4,000 or something stupid. But I don't recommend, if you already have hardware, great, turn that on. If you are going out and buying new hardware, don't do it. Don't do that. You're literally buying at the top. You're literally buying stuff at the top. Don't do that. I get GPUs have resale value and all that stuff. Sure, you can do all that, but you know, I'm not saying GPU prices are going to come down, but they've just been going up. They've just been going straight up. RAM prices are expensive. CPUs, no, CPUs aren't that bad. SSDs, NVMe's, memory, it's all expensive. It's also expensive. So it's a very expensive. It's a very expensive endeavor if people are going to be getting into this. But Hawk, RedPandaMining, the devs think we're all pieces of yeah, we're all 100%. We're all just mining and selling, and we're not caring about the project at all. That's been a thing since the very beginning, especially when it comes to proof of work. I mean, look at Firo. Firo even said GPU miners are the problem. GPU miners are pieces of like, you know, Firo, they went the way of, this is why so many coins go to proof of stake or master nodes or whatever the hell. This is what happens, right? When the coin is dude, Firo emission every day is $166. $166 a day, bro. There's 179 miners on 170 on woollypooly.com mining Firo right now. Holy crap, this coin has tanked. Nobody is mining Firo right now. Ever since they kicked out the miners, the price just tanked. But like, you see you guys see the issue here, and the reason why I've just been so guys, I know I'm sounding so negative. I know. Okay, listen. And I had this conversation with another person, right? Just recently. Okay, so the reason why I've been so negative about, you know, this all this stuff recently is because I have seen way too many people lose money. I have seen way too many people just literally, they lose thousands upon thousands of dollars doing this. Because one, either they have very expensive electricity. Two, they don't do any research. They don't really know what they're doing exactly. Three, you know, maybe they're over leveraged. Actually, three is the most common thing. Over leveraged miners. I can show, if I could show you guys all the emails from people I've gotten over the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years since the economy's just been tanking. The amount of people that have had to sell everything at a massive loss, like their GPUs and hardware and everything, I'd be a millionaire. All right, literally the amount of people that have had to quit mining, it makes sense because it's pun intended. People literally making pennies or losing money against their electrical costs. It's come to that point where, to me, I have seen this happen way more often than not, and this is where it becomes quite. It's just become so. It's become such a The whole issue with crypto mining is because we're doing this to make money, and if the price of the coin, if these coins don't stay sustainable for the miners, it just becomes a lost cause. And this is what we see time and time again. Literally, look, like, hash rate goes up, price goes down. I know in the past it used to be like, when hash rate goes up, price goes up, because people have more confidence in the coin. That's how people were correlating it, like saying that, you know, because the hash rate of the coin is going up means there's more confidence. No, are you stupid? The reason why hash rate's going up on the coins because people are doing it because it's profitable. People are doing it and they're selling it every day, and then the coin tanks. Like, this is happening. This is happening every single time, and have become extremely, I mean, you guys can tell I've been so negative about it because, again, the conversations I've had with people is they've just lost so much money doing it. So, you know, I've personally, over the past, I don't know, pretty much for the past year, I've been having this like, I don't know, is it like an epiphany, or like I kind of just, I want to like switch gears here and like do something else, because I think mining, it's now something that's already extremely competitive. There's already way too many people in crypto mining. It's come to that point, especially with Bitcoin mining. If you don't have cheap electric, you're screwed. It's a literal race to the bottom. And you know, I know I'm probably gonna, I have all my sponsors probably watching me. I know, you know, I got Hawk in here. He's an ASIC hosting guy, and you know, this is the true reality. This is the true reality right now of crypto mining. And we're seeing it happen time and time again. Am I bullish that Bitcoin's going to go higher in the future? Yeah, of course. Of course. Is it going to happen anytime soon? Probably not. So, like I said in the beginning, I hope everyone here has multiple sources of income. If you're doing crypto mining, you know, you're trying to make crypto mining a thing. It's not a get rich quick thing. And I just hope that you have your day job still, your full-time job. You know, make money other ways. Don't just try to focus. I've seen too many people lose way too much money on this, and yeah, you know, I think, you know, as everything that I look at recently, or actually over the past couple of years, it's been a lost cause. And you know who the only people that are winning? You know the people that are winning these days are the people that sell the shovels, right? It's the resellers. It's the companies that sell the stuff, right? They're the ones making the money. And at the end result, we're all at the mercy of this. We're all at the mercy of this. We're all at the mercy of this. You know, we've seen this time and time again. And you know, yeah, I'm still bullish on crypto. I'm still positive on crypto. But if you don't got cheap power, you're literally, it's gonna be rough for you. And this is what I've seen more often than not. And I think everyone here, we're all trying to do this to make money. And I mean, it shows. Maybe with this recent Pearl thing, you can literally see what has transpired with what happens when a coin is profitable. Everyone jumps on, everyone starts selling, and the coin goes to zero. You know, it's what's the solution? Tell me. I know I'm just spewing all negative stuff here. Tell me what we could do to change this, other than believing in the fundamentals. Believing in the coin, believing in the tech, tell me, other than that, tell me, what can we change here? What can we change here? Desert, turning the negative into positive. I told my son, don't listen to everything you hear on YouTube. You got to make your own decisions based on your situation. And yeah, Desert, 100%. Yeah, and that's why I keep saying, I hope everyone here, I just want to make sure everyone here has multiple sources of income. Okay, figure out a way to make more cash. And it's just because when this happens with crypto, then, and you believe crypto is going to go up eventually, and whatever coin you're mining, you're hoping it goes up later, well, then so be it. But you're going to need cash from other sources to pay for your electricity bill. That's been a thing, especially for me, over the past 8 years. And it's you know, it's literally, you know, it's literally the thing where there's so much hardware, and when it comes online, it's it's you know, we should Luke, thank you for the 5. So wait, buying 5080s and 5090s is a bad idea. Yeah. Solution is to buy AI hardware for dual use. Focus on multi-use. Well, personally, I've just been putting stuff on AI platforms. So that's where, honestly, the sustainability has kind of been. I don't, you know, I love mining, but, you know, currently it's not a sustainable thing. And currently, once we go into the next bull run, oh, you bet we're all gonna turn on. We're gonna be printing money, right? That's how it is. But then when the price crashes again, when the bear market ensues, you're gonna need to make sure you got the capital to either hold the coin if you believe in the next couple of years, the next run up, and then, you know, profit from there. But it's gonna be a while, so it's just everything. Alltrack says, for me it's a hobby and I'm still heating up my house 3 degrees Celsius here right now. Yeah. And yeah. Alltrack, it could be as simple as that. Doing it as a hobby, which I think majority of people here are doing it as a hobby. I kind of look at this. I've been looking at it as for people that have really expanded, who are really over leveraging and mining and doing it at a medium to maybe larger scale, because it's rough. It's hard to do it, especially if you don't have cheap electric, you know, the expenses have to be low if you're going to be getting into mining at scale. So yeah, you know, let's see here. Let's see. Aren't pool operators making bank also? Of course. DJ Death Star, of course. Let's see. We're both in it. Yeah, Hawk, where everyone's in it, man. Everyone's in it. We're all in it. Mr. Tiger says, RPM, you can rearrange the wires on the reverse EPS release pin tool. This way you can get the server on the... Mr. Tiger, I may or may not have... Okay, I don't think I want to show it, but I ordered some cables and they were very expensive. I'll show that later. Hawk, RedPandaMining, ASIC has a ton of tax advantages. We have a lot of clients looks to save on taxes and get BTC on the back end. They can earn on Coinbase with interest. Many ways to be lucrative. Hawk, I know. And I'm legit. I am literally doing that as well. But in my position, I have that advantage because I have access to cheaper power. You know, all this stuff because I'm me. So I'm saying for other people out there, maybe they may not have access to cheaper power, right? If they're not cash flow heavy, if they don't have other sources of income, then doing what you just said is gonna be hard. Depends on the miners that they buy currently, because you know, everyone is also mining, right? Doing that same thing. Panda, how do you find those coins before we do? Many ways. Bitcoin Talk, Reddit, Discords, everything. Hey, JD, I have 2 sources of income and only 1 expense, crypto. Oh, crap, guys, I gotta go. I forgot. I gotta go now. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. Famous last words. I'm still mining. Maybe I'm just trying to dissuade people to get into mining. Maybe everything I just said today was to, you know, just to make sure you guys don't go out and buy 1 million GPUs to take all my Pearl profits, all right? Leave the Pearl profits to me, okay? All right, peace, everybody. You guys have a good one. Goodbye. Thank you, guys. Peace out. Hit that like on the way out, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.